There are people who don't have books in their homes. For many people that we give the books to, most of the children, it's the first books they've ever owned. It's a sad but true fact that 1 in 4 New Yorkers is illiterate. We know that access to books is one of the barriers to achieving literacy, and we've worked really hard to make sure that we can remove that access to books to give people equal access to achieving literacy.
Reading is super important in my family, and I had found out that there are kids that actually were going home over the summer without any books to read. To me and my family, it's just unimaginable, and if there was anything that we could do to help, and especially help our neighbors, then it's really up to us and our responsibility to do that. We started in 2012. Started in my garage. It then moved into my house, and after my kids were stepping over piles of books to try and set the table, my husband said, I think it's time that you find a warehouse. And so within a year we were in a book bank in Freeport, and we've been going ever since, almost 3 million books.
So when the volunteers are looking at the books, they are going to go through them and see if they're in good shape. What they'll do is they'll check the books for age and condition, and then what they'll do is they'll figure out what category does this book belong into. Is it a board book? Is it a picture book, a chapter book, or a young adult high school, young adult middle school? So they'll flip through these books, and you can see a lot of our volunteers are doing just that, and they'll make sure there's no writing in it, that it's in really good shape. So then what we'll do is we'll sort them into the bins, and then we have somebody that double checks them, because quality control is important to us. We want to make sure that we're giving good books and not anything that the content is not appropriate.
I work in a school that's very low income and a lot of recent immigrants, so our students don't have a ton of books of their own at home. So we're able to supplement from here, and that helps make them excited about reading and print media, which we're still trying to keep alive and is very much alive for students. Every time I come here to volunteer, I say I'm not going to collect, but there are so many good books, and I'm happy to find a home for them. So I always find great stuff, and not just books for the kids. I find workbooks for parents to use with their kids. Last week I walked away with a whole bunch of dictionaries to give out to my parents. And I also find some adult books to give to fellow teachers or some of the parents in our school. So I never can walk out without a book, because there's so many great books just waiting for a new home here.
We serve anybody who's considered in need across Long Island and the 5 boroughs. We do all ages, baby through adult. It's just as important to get our adults reading as it is to have our kids reading. There's always ways to get involved in the Book Fairies. The easiest is donating your books that you don't need, hosting a book drive for us, any type of funding. Our books cost us only 33 cents to process, and so just being able to donate $1, you're already putting 3 books into the hands of a child that didn't have books before. But reach out to us. We love having people come in all the time.